Hey YouTube, this is Wrestling and Amusement Park 62. Um, the WWE Women's roster, between the Raw roster, the SmackDown roster, and the NXT roster, are all stacked as at this point. So you have women on the roster such as Charlotte Flair, uh, Nikki Cross, Alexa Bliss, Tamina, Liv Morgan, Natalia, uh, among others. Now, the main problem they have more on Raw and SmackDown at this point than NXT is they're using the same people over and over and over again. So, like right now on Raw, for instance, there's this ongoing thing between basically three teams, which are Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax, Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke, and I can't think of the third team off the top of my head. Sorry. But, the problem is like, now, Mandy and Dana are both talented women. Now, they both may not have come from wrestling backgrounds, so to speak, but they both have potential. The problem with both of them have been, in particular, the one thing that they both have in common have been they've not held any sort of title at all. Mandy, twice now, has been screwed out of a women's tag title opportunity. So when she was with Sonya Deville, her former best friend, they got screwed out of a title chance for the women's tag titles back when they first started that. And then she got screwed out just this past week with Dana Brooke. Now, they're both talented women. Their main problem is they're not being utilized to the fullest. So, the problem is that other women, such as like Liv Morgan, Ruby Riott, even Billie Kay and Peyton Royce. Now, Billie Kay and Peyton Royce are interesting because they were a former tag team and then they split last October. The problem with that is that it seems like Billie has kind of gotten a better treatment than Peyton has. Like, Peyton really has not been on TV too much since the split, other than with this ongoing storyline right now with Lacey Evans. But the main problem is this: they have the same women every time in the title picture. You have other women on the roster you can choose from for title chances. So the main problem is no matter what the brand is that Charlotte Flair always gets a title chance, it seems like. If she wins it or not is a different story. But Charlotte Flair is talented, I give her that, but the problem is that she's always in the title picture. So you need to give other people a chance. Now, people are saying the same thing about Alexa Bliss right now, which is not entirely true because she has this ongoing thing with Randy Orton and The Fiend right now. But that was her first title chance in 2 years. 2.5 years to be exact. But they need to utilize all of them better. Now, NXT, their women's roster is stacked. So you have women such as Toni Storm, Aaliyah, uh, Dakota Kai, Raquel Gonzalez, just to name a few. Casey Catanzaro, I forgot her partner's name, I'm sorry. But they're all talented women. Now, Raquel Gonzalez, I can see almost being the next NXT Women's Champion, because she did pin Io Shirai, who is the current NXT Women's Champion, at War Games back in December. Now, and then she also beat former NXT and NXT UK champion Rhea Ripley a couple of weeks ago as well, at New Year's Evil. Now, the problem with that is that, you need to give more women a chance. Like Nikki Cross, for example, she has a great gimmick, which is, now she's sort of getting back her old crazy girl gimmick from NXT, but the problem is her music does not fit her character. Like, her music is meant for a more mellow star, and not, because her old music, which was a slight spin-off on the Sanity song, fit her. This new one does not. So it's stuff like that that needs to change.